This government, it's an APC governor, said this government has destroyed the North, and I cannot find myself remaining in a political party that has a deliberate plan to undermine our social cohesion, to undermine our...
The group is also self-serving.
Of course.
You agree it's self-serving?
You should self-serve. Who will serve you if you don't serve yourself? Who will serve you? That is the issue.
But the allegation is, for instance, David Mark was there. He served as Senate President for how many? In fact, apart from military governor during his days, you know, he was in the Senate multiple times. Here you are. Almost all the people that were there, they were part and parcel of maybe Buhari, Obasanjo administration, or Adwa, or Jonathan, or Buhari. And now here you are condemning what you were part and parcel of.
You've not reached the conclusion of your analogy. And therefore, we are experienced people. Therefore, we are people that know what...
But you admit what I said, that you were part and parcel of all those administrations.
How can a Senate President for 8 years say he was not part of the system? He cannot be part of it.
But what can you offer now outside power?
For 2.5 years say he's not part of it.
Then what will you offer the Northerners who are actually crying and asking for new faces that they don't...
New faces to do what? To do governance that they are new, that they are inexperienced? That of governance is complex. That of governance is complex. David Mark was Senate President for 8 years. There was no rancor. There was no dispute. Peaceful. Are you going to throw away all that experience just because you want to bring a brand new senator from Otopo, that 28-year-old senator, who will go and start the learning process all over again? The experience is important. When they tell you experience, is because you have seen it happen. When it was wrong, you have know how to correct it. And now you've seen how a good thing is wrong, and you implement it.
There was a soundbite in what he said yesterday.
What did he say?
The troubles in the North, self-inflicted. Yes. You agree with it?
That's why we are trying to correct it.
But you all did the damage with all sense of responsibility.
How? I was a Boko Haram?
Not, well, some people call all of you that, because for your inability to actually contain them, you are part of them. I
was central bank governor, what I say? What I say?
Yes, and they're asking, what is it that you people left behind that you want to come and take now? And maybe you have to explain to them so that they will really understand.
Look, my friend.
Yes.
Look, my friend. Even if governments are supposed to improve the lot of the people, the key word here is improve. That is, they have inherited something to which they better it, isn't it? Now, a government that comes, let's say he inherits a bad system and decides to draw it the other direction, make it worse, that government must be stopped. What he is expected to do is move it forward positively. In science, we have a y and x and y axis. There's a negative axis. They're expected to move in the positive direction at all times. Better the lot of Nigerians. Better, that's the key word. Not set it back.
Another problem is, apart from I have a list of more than 20 pro-North groups here.
Yeah.
Before yours, we have the League of Northern Democrats, which, came on board not, I think, more than 2 years or thereabout. Yeah. Then we have the older ones, like the Arewa Consultative Forum.
Yes.
We have the Northern Elders Forum.
Yes.
We have the Middle Belt Forum.
Yes.
Now you have ones that actually pro-regional distinct, like you have maybe Southern Kaduna. You have all of that. Ethnic nationality.
Like my own travel, Kilba Development.
I have it here. I don't want to actually dissipate energy to list them. Yeah. Are you worried that you people are actually compartmentalizing
No. That is in fact the strength of the system. First of all, I am a member of the Arewa Consultative Forum.
There is fire on the mountain. You know, this is Baba Lawache. So I want you to take a time, listen to what Baba Lawache said on this video, what ADC is up to. You know, Aso Rock has been panicking. Tinubu and APC has been panicking. That's why they are trying their best to make sure that opposition do not hold any meetings, any this thing. They are destabilizing, always disturbing, attacking them whenever they want to hold meeting. So I want you to take your time, listen to this video, what Che Babalawa said. Know what ATC is up to, how they plan to deceive Tinubu. You know, Tinubu thinks he's smart. Now, I think some political actors are coming together to play a smart game, and Tinubu is going to be shocked in 2027. So what they are going to see on that day is going to be setting for setting. So Tinubu has really deceived the North, or his political policies has really hit the North, and the North do not want to take it. The North are fighting very hard to make sure they get to dislodge Tinubu in office. So Tinubu is doing his own, while the Northerners are forming a coalition to also do their own, deceive Tinubu, to make sure they send it back to Aso Rock. You see, politics has never been this bad, or governance has never been this bad in the history of Nigeria, what Tinubu is doing. So it has really made a lot of people, no. Anyways, just take your time, listen to this video to the end. You know, Dave Omehi has been lie to themselves that they are doing this route, they are doing that route. A lot of complications in Tinubu's government, a lot of issues, a lot of complications, lies, they full of lies, telling Nigerians lies, they are not truthful, even the president himself. That's another problem, angle where you need to look at it. Because when you look at it, nothing is going on in this government, rather than they are full of lies. And anyways, please take your time, watch the video to the end, and like, share, comment, and subscribe to this YouTube channel so that you don't miss updates like this. Very important.
Joint issues with the David Umahi because we have been very, very good friends. We have been very close friends, and we still are. And as I did say, when he was appointed, he's one of those I consider a round peg in a round hole. But I do sometimes almost feel like crying when a crooked government like this can spoil honorable people like David Umahi, where they need to defend their position, to defend their job. They are sometimes led to lie or to say things that in good conscience, your own conscience will not allow you to do. So I don't want to join issues with him. It is not for him from Ebonyi to know what the politics of the North is and the politics of the Buhari people. It's not for him to know.
It's like you have a kind of sympathy over his precarious condition now. Because he's a gentleman.
He's a good man, excellent man, very religious.
But now he has found himself.
But now, when you're joining with crooks, sometimes you get crooked in some ways unknown to you.
But don't you think if really someone is really pious in their way and the things are not going well, they should just fight their way?
I wish that were so. But Nigeria is a very difficult place to live in and to operate in. Sometimes people that are close to you, that benefit from your positions, will put undue pressure on you.
Not to leave. Even when you want to leave.
Even when you want to leave, even when your conscience tells you should leave.
And I saw, in fact, many platforms between yesterday and today carrying out fact check.
Yes.
The one that attracted my attention was someone who now, from the statement from Umahi, he said, is it from Makarfi to Kaduna? It's not far, but then he was saying the 156 kilometer road under construction. And the person was asking that he passed through that area just a couple of days, nothing was happening.
Everybody who knows, that's why I say he should stick himself to Ebonyi State that he knows very well. Everybody that knows Kaduna State will know that Zaria to Hunkui is not up.
Okay, Hunkui, exactly.
Zaria to Hunkui is not up to 156 kilometers. So I don't know why he got his figure. There was another road he says between Jigawa and Kano, I think. Somebody also refuted it.
So you also saw what I saw. It's like an internet now.
No. It was posted on the Arab consultative platform, where most of us belong to. And he says he passed that road about 2 weeks ago. There was no sign of construction going on. So these are some of the things that I said I feel my friend should not get himself.
And somebody also sent us a text that the Kano, Jigawa, and Ariobe, Maiduguri Road, it was issued at the twilight of the President Obasanjo administration. It was also listed as part of the achievements of the Tinubu administration.
But the truth of the matter is that as for me, and I travel a lot around the North, I've not run across any project that is ongoing. It's usually start and stop. There's this project, for example, from Yola to Mobi, which was awarded during the Buhari regime. Sometimes for 6 months, 8 months, no work goes on, and then when they get some little mobilization from the ministry, they do little and stop.
And then they go. But you frequent Kaduna from Abuja, you in person.
I had wished to go to Kaduna today, but I was scared of the road because the last time I watched that road.
About the security or the state of the road?
About the state of the road.
But you know that the minister, the same friend of yours, that project was revoked from Julius Berger and then given to Infowest. Now, what will you say about the state of the road? This was around.
I don't know. I don't get involved with the. I knew that Infowest issue too was a very scandalous one in which I had to make some defense because I understand that there was a time newspapers were reporting that that company was just a new company or it did not exist before the contract, and my friend the honorable minister had to come out and justify the company.
But are you guys satisfied with the level of work now after the contract was issued?
I don't know if there's any work here. I don't know whether I've not followed that road for 1 month. But the last time I followed, there was no work going on. There was no work at all. Some portions of the road towards Kaduna was good, almost completed, but there was no sign that construction work was going on up to last month.
Then what will you say of the outburst by Konkoso on this matter? Was it a surprise to you?
It's not a surprise.
Why?
Because every Nigerian that has anything to do with the North will know that no infrastructure work is going on at any level at all. No projects are going on. At least they are not visible to the eye. Maybe in their imagination, maybe in the spirit, but we don't see it. We don't see any construction work. We don't see any infrastructure work going on. No federal government project whatsoever.
And the claim in certain quarters is that Konkoso did this in order to force himself onto Tinubu, because as you can see, he is not with you, which we are going to discuss, and then he is actually not with the APC. He's in between, maybe gauging the mood.
Must Konkoso belong to any of these two blocks?
Konkoso, you think he's an asset?
It's an asset. I mean, he could be an asset the way he is. Konkoso doesn't have to belong to ADC or belong to APC or PDP
to exert his influence.
He's a very influential northerner. Konkoso, remember, is an engineer too. And so, like me, like David Omai, who's an engineer too, the way we see things, physical things, we see them differently. So Kwankwaso knows what he's talking about, and it doesn't need to be Kwankwaso to say what he said. Every sensible, honest Nigerian will know that the North is being marginalized. It's in fact being not really. I believe the sense we get from us Northerners is that if this government can destroy what they inherited, they willingly do it. That's the sense we have from this government.
Okay, Bolaji Abdullahi, who is the official spokesperson of ADC, the party you adopted.
He's my friend also.
Yeah, okay, governors, we remember with all sense of responsibility that ahead of 2015, when APC was formed, which all of you belonged at that time, many governors, I mean about 5 or thereabout, they joined the APC, but now
no,
they are not joining the...
Yeah, you are putting it historically properly. APC had been formed before the governors joined. Yes.
That is what I'm saying.
Yeah, okay. When did we form? We are in the process. We are still constituting the new NEC and new NWC. And I can tell you, I did say one time that we have learned quite a new model of politicking from the APC.
From what you people did ahead 2015?
You can do the Wike model. Remain in one party while remain in a party, destroy while destroying it, and working for another party. Everybody has learned from this the Wike model.
And it is working.
And it is working. We know the last time, this morning, after church, one of the senators, my friends, was in my house. And he was just trying to explain to me why he cannot immediately declare his interest in ADC, because we are dealing with a very hostile government that has no rules of engagement, that has no conscience. They will simply declare their seats vacant. They will do it. These are criminals. They will do it. So everybody is maintaining his position until he can no longer maintain that position. Then cross.
And you foresee that happening?
En masse. I mean, look at it, my friend. Look at it this way. Which elected official, a northern elected official, will go into campaign on the platform of APC this coming election? Nobody. Unless ab initio, you have no plan to win election. I can't see anywhere.
You think even the governors who are looking for second term,
they will cross over.
Second term governors who want to have successors under APC,
unless
they will not. Why do you think they don't?
Unless they join ADC, they will not win. Unless they join ADC, and unless we are not going to vote, they will not win.
Simply because they belong to APC.
Simply because they belong to the destructive party that woefully has failed to perform.
But you are saying something when I ask why the governors are not forthcoming. Are you foreseeing some of the governors joining you?
Not some. Most of the northern governors will have to join us if they intend to contest election. It's whether we'll accept them or not is the issue.
Are you in touch with them, or you are just assuming that
the governors are not living in heaven? They are living with us in Nigeria on the ground.
You are discussing with them?
We discuss with them. We are colleagues.
They are quietly talking to you?
We talk to them. We talk.
But are there some of them that will do the Wike model, maybe remain there and...
No, they can't do that. Eventually, they will have to cross over to a political party that will forward their names to INEC. I can assure you, I don't see as me. Based on my discussions with some of the governors, I know quite a lot of them, maybe 1 or 2, I just said, but majority of them, when the government together, especially the second-term governors that are going.
So you know yourselves?
I know ourselves. We know ourselves. The day I put my resignation letter on the social media, one of the governors sent me a text. He said, Haba Oga, why this? I said, because this government, it's an APC government, I said, this government has destroyed the North. And I cannot find myself remaining in a political party that has a deliberate plan to undermine our social cohesion, to undermine what do I call it, not to develop us. Everything that this government does is designed to destroy the North.
If you say destroy the North, most of you, held serious positions.
Yes.
You people from the North.
Yes.
Now on Saturday, we saw this Northern Political Consultative Forum, NPC, which you chair. How did it arrive, this NPC?
It arises from discussions like we are doing. 3, 4, 5 of us got together and said, we cannot continue to listen to grumblings and complaints from Northerners. We must begin to take this goes back about more than a year ago. Even before the ADC thing came up, yes. It has been in existence.
The Northern Political
Consultative Group, yeah. So we decided to meet. How do we address our problems?
When you say we, of course, we still some faces.
It's not a one-man show. There are quite a lot of very many senior people that were involved.
Well, on Saturday, I saw David Mark there.
Yeah, David Mark was not one of the initiators. I'm going to explain what has happened. The Northern Political Consultative Group started long because we wanted a platform where we can discuss northern issues. And then after preliminary discussions, we arrived at the conclusion that problems can only be solved when you get the political power in your hand. The instruments that allocate resources. For as long as you don't have the political power to decide which roads are given, you're just talking nonsense. So long as you don't have the political power that can order the military to go and fight insurgency, you are just a clown. So we realized that the solution could be to get those who are in charge of the resources and who decide how they are allocated, to get such people to understand our problems and have empathy with our problems, and then work to solve the problems. We are Nigerians after all. We are more than half of Nigeria, both in population and in landmass. So we are entitled to some goodwill from the government. So we decided this. So 10, we started 3, then we said 10, then we said let's get 1 per state. We got to 20, including Abuja, and then on and on and on until yesterday's meeting. It's by invitation. You don't just walk in.
It's not all commerce.
No, it's not all commerce.
It was strategic in a way.
It's in a way we said, okay, every state, this next meeting, bring 50 delegates. And they send in the names of those delegates, and then we vet. When they come, we accredit, we give you a tag. That's why I saw them wearing tags. So it's not as if all others, please come, we are going to have a meeting. We want people that can add value to what we are talking about, people that understand that the solution of our problems must first of all come from northerners taking charge.
But don't you think you shoot yourself like, from the formative stage? You call yourself Northern Political Consultative Group. Now, I read what you said there, that the whole of the North is behind this and you have adopted APC. Yeah. Do you think just this group adopting APC, you will be able to win election without
I'm trying to get you to understand how the system metamorphoses into what it is right now.
Okay.
You are the one that put North there. It's National Political Consultative Group.
So it's not North.
The North in bracket. Yeah.
So it's a national body. Yes. National Political Consultative Group. NPCG.
Yeah.
Then North in bracket.
North in bracket. You see.
But actually, I'm going to Zaboba in a way. No, I'm not being clever by half.
Well, we're not, because the solution has to be national in a way. I mean, if the Southeast people do not understand the peculiar problems we are facing, sympathize with this, and support us in doing it, on our own we can do something, but we cannot do much. So it's a necessity to get...
Meaning you have to do a lot of sensitization, because if you Google now, what you will see across many platforms is a Northern Political Consultative. People got it wrong.
The North is in the bracket, because we have spoken with other people from other regions, and we have tried to encourage them to set similar organizations.
Okay, the same National Political Consultative Group, and now maybe Southeast, then South, then Southwest.
Yeah, that was the concept. Because then we are in charge of our own. We cannot tell them
how they should go about
it. The mobilization in a region for the betterment of your own society must first of all come from you, the indigenous. So we in the North, we are more affected by the crisis of governance that we have, and so we are more committed, and so we continued and on and on. Now let me tell you the evolution. As we're moving along, we're talking about how do we unite the North, how do we get the North, as we used to do, vote for one bloc. Because for as long as we say Northerners join 25 political parties, we scatter our votes we achieve nothing. So part of the decision was, let us agree to get together and decide that whoever eventually is going to emerge as a president, we give him our shopping basket. We negotiate. And then as a bloc, Northerners, we now say, okay, gentlemen, this is the man that is going to address our issues. We'll start with him. He has agreed to do this and this and this. The problem has been that from time immemorial, since the return to democracy, Nigerians elect a president, goes into the villa, and a day later he sees himself as an emperor. He allocates resources to whoever he wants. He appoints whoever he wants. He doesn't. I mean, suddenly, because of that tendency to become an emperor, people now start to genuflecting, lobbying, even buying positions, as now happens. And because that is one man or 100 souls. So we decided that we shouldn't allow this again. Before we vote for that man as Northerners, he must tell us how is he going to address the security, and our experts must tell us.
Was that not done ahead 2015 when you people showcased Buhari?
We didn't. We didn't. I was right at the heart of that thing, and I can tell you now. Earlier on, as we were going, when we saw that Buhari was going to win, as the election was going, I did reach out to some eminent Nigerian Northerners. I said, gentlemen, the way the North works is not, it's the way there are some people at the back. When things go wrong, they can tell the leader, you are not doing right. Oh, well done, you are doing well. I tried to get a group of similar people, elderly, experienced, that maybe 10, 20 of them can get together, and when things go wrong, they can move to the President Buhari and say, oh God, this is what the Nigerians are saying. Everybody was, this man is very stubborn, this man.
So we were reluctant.
They were reluctant. And so we ended up where we are.
You have any regret that what happened between 2015 to...
I have no regrets. What should I regret? What is there to regret? Life is continuing.
People believe that must have, even if not the seed, but then it actually watered the existing problem in the North. How things...
No, I don't want to... I was part of that government. I mean, even up to the time Buhari died, I still considered myself one of the few people that he would listen to. And he does listen to me. And he's somebody that will thank you if you give him spiritual advice. He listens. Buhari listens. And listens and listens. Until you probe him. You prod him hard. You hardly know whether what you have told him has registered or not. But I'm somebody that has known him for quite some time, and I can prod him, and he can tell, oh, thank you very much, Jeff. God bless you. Oh, thank you, sir. So once you are there, I used to tell people, once you become president, on the day of inauguration, they collect your phones.
They collect your phones?
They collect their phones. They bring all sorts of reasons. They will tell you, maybe the phone, somebody can bomb you through phone, so they get all sorts of reasons to cage you in. And these people that have caged you, They are the people that must give access to the people that are well-meaning. If they don't give you access, what do you do? The president can tell you. Maybe I'll give you an example, a live example, personal example. When I was removed as SGF, I returned the card. I had the card, visitor's card, that allowed me access to anywhere in the villa. But me, I didn't. The normal SGF, so what would I do with their card?
So you returned it?
So I returned it. Now, anytime I went to see the president, I would have to go through the normal protocol. At the gate, they take your picture, they give you a sheet of paper, you clip it.
Unlike when you were at and passed.
Unlike they just open the gate, sir, I'll pass through. So he hated to see that on me. He hated it. He would get angry. What is this you are angry? I said, sir, that's the only way I can come here. But he will call everybody. Give him his card. What is it? Give the dealer back his card. Eventually, they issued me another card that had limited access. I had no intention going anyway. I go to his house in the evenings and we chat and I leave.
Then you kept your relationship with him even after you left the government?
Even after, until he died. I didn't know him when he was president.
So your travels wasn't personal? I mean, the
no. I didn't know Buhari when he was president. I knew him when he was a soldier. When he wasn't the head of state. When he was maybe lieutenant colonel or colonel. That's when I knew him. So I knew him. I knew everybody in the house. So our relationship is not like somebody who knew him as a president.
But people are now worried, back to our conversation, that this new
of the Area Consultative Forum. And the Area Consultative Forum set up a Peace and Reconciliation Committee, in which I'm a member. Okay? Now, Area Consultative Forum, by its constitution, they like to say they are not partisan. They are not partisan, but they are political, but not partisan. I understand too that the Northern Elders Forum are like that. They are not supposed to be partisan, that is, support a given political party, but they are supposed to have interest in the politics of the day. Now, we look at it. We are talking about power to deploy the resources of the government, of the nation equitably, in a fair and equitable manner. Deploy the resources of the country to better the life of the citizens. That is political. There's no other way you can do it if you don't get the power. There's no other way you can get the power if you don't align with a given political party. There's no way you can get the power if you don't align with a particular presidential candidate in the end, isn't it? So we are all complementing each other. 99% of us there attend Area Consultative Forum meeting.
Those who attended this new group meeting?
Yeah, many of us I know, we do meet there. We do meet there. The topic is quite a little bit. They try to make statements. There's no way ACF can come out and say, let us join ADC.
They will not do that.
It's not in their mandate. They say it's not their mandate. We are able to say that.
And some believe ADC may not necessarily be the right party that will be accepted by people from this part of the country.
Why?
It is not known. Of course, it's been there for a very long time. I know about it. It has participated in some political. Why not PDP? Why not NNPP? Why not Labour Party?
No.
Which made some headway.
You must give us some credit, my friend. Give us credit. Give us credit.
No, give yourself. Let me.
No. Give us credit. You don't become an SGF by being a dons. No dons can be secretary to the government of the federation. No dons can be fought the civil war, was Minister of Communication, was Governor of Niger State, was Senate President 2 times. You need some level of skills. You have to have good gray matter, people skills and intelligence. Somebody like Bolaji, the one you mentioned here. Bolaji was a minister. Bolaji was at one time spokesman for APC. So what is he bringing to the platform? He's bringing intelligence, he's bringing skills, he's bringing experience. So when we set out to do this, we had a team, 2 teams in fact. One team look at the viability or possibility of us registering a new political party. The second team look at the viability of us moving into an existing party that has registration certificate. These 2 teams went to work. The one that was to check on the viability of an existing political platform did a lot of analysis with lawyers, SANS, former governors, former national party chairman. I think that committee was chaired by John Oyegu. The federal permanent secretary at the time were in primary school.
Here he is.
Federal PAMSEC, a former chairman of APC. And here he is chairing that committee. We have somebody like Lely Moke, a brilliant lawyer, a former governor of Cross River State, a former minister of power. He's in that committee. We have people like Nwajuba, a former minister, a former member of the House of Representatives, I think 2 times, and a lawyer of distinction. These are the people. They sat down, they got the constitution of these political parties, analyzed their leadership structure, analyzed their constitution, analyzed their management structure. Stability. Not just the structure, the stability.
But we saw people like Dumeji, the presidential candidate, saying people are invaders in a way.
If I knew you were going to ask me this question about Dumeji, I would have come with the document. I would have come with the last convention of ADC, which was held on 22nd October, I think something October 2022. Headlining that, apart of the 2 main issues I could see in that, this document I have was a certified true copy of a document we obtained from INEC. That is the records of activities and proceedings of ADC as they have registered.
You go to that extent?
Yeah, we go to that extent. On that, there's one of the resolutions, which was unanimously passed, was a resolution to expel from the party about 14 people. Headlining that list was the Meji.
Is it that they did anti-party?
I don't know what they did, but the motion was moved for the expulsion of so people. The motion was adopted, and it was reflected in the conclusions of the convention, which they sent to INEC.
But it is believed. Of course,
so the Meji can go around and say because he was a former president.
So you think he's actually a non-sequitur? I mean,
see, the Meji is in the oil industry. You can't be in the oil industry and quarrel with Bola Tinubu now. You can't be an oil.
So you think he's doing the bidding of the president, in a way, by calling some of you in?
I think he's doing his own interests by securing the security of his business.
That outburst?
I don't know, it's not only outburst. He went to court.
Okay, I want you to answer this in 1 minute so that we'll open the line. Our viewers, they want to ask you questions.
Yes.
People believe Tinubu is maybe ahead of you in terms of the strategy. For instance, just recently, the appointments, he did over 90% from the north. They just announced that the AKK project has reached over 98% completion, and then the appointment of Netawi as the APC chairman. Many constituencies. I look like one.
No, just answer me so that I understand what frame you're talking.
I'm just asking what viewers would like to ask.
These are all cosmetic things. Let them answer. I'll tell them. These are all cosmetic things. When I was the one that opposed the Muslim ticket. When I see the appointment of a Christian chairman for APC, I know that Bola is preparing for another Muslim ticket.
So the coming of Netawi is to ensure the Muslim.
It's a sort of like,
and that was why you even started fighting.
Because we are idiots. Because it is we are idiots.
All right, viewers, we have in the studio Engineer David Lawal, the former Secretary to the Government of the Federation, who is leading one of the northern groups now. The strategic appointment by the president.
That is not brilliant at all. That is not brilliant at all. It's an open. Every idiot knows what he's doing now. Now he wants to go to election. The other time he was Muslim chairmanship, as if it's a political appointment left, right, and center. So he had a Muslim chairman, Muslim vice president, Muslim president, all that. Suddenly he thinks that the Hausa people are not going to vote for him. The Muslims that voted for him, he has alienated them, he has embarrassed them, he has sort of underdeveloped them. They are angry. So he thinks that I'm an intelligent man. Let me go to the
Okay, we have a caller on the line. Hello, welcome to Sunday Politics on Trust TV. Who is on the line? Reduce the volume of your TV set so that we can hear you, please. Okay, go ahead.
Hello?
Hello, yes, good evening and welcome to Sunday Politics. Who is on the line?
It's you, from Okene, State.
From Okene, okay, what is the name? Hello?
Just wait for 2027. People will know that we promises are not a fool. We are going to show him by voting him out, inshallah.
What are your reasons?
My reason is that, in fact, all the policy was introduced is anti-massive policy that he was introduced. How can a government within a year you remove fuel subsidy and fuel subsidy after that everybody have paid hardship, serious hardship? He now come again, he removes subsidy of education, he removes the subsidy of electricity, then he now develop naira, and all this one has a negative impact on promises. So we are waiting for him.
What is your name? Thank you. What is your name?
Yeah.
Anyway, you have passed the message. You had him, but we had to be frank here. When he said the president removed subsidy on education, that's not correct.
What is correct?
You also align with what he said?
No, you said it's not correct. What is correct? There's nothing.
Because we know that universities are still tuition free, and we have the NEL fund.
No, universities are not tuition free. Universities are not tuition. I don't think that there's any federal university in which if you don't have 300,000 or 400,000, you can register and start classes. They've introduced, even if the tuition fee is small, but it's still there. But they don't come and booby trap you with all sorts of charges. Why then do they introduce the loan scheme, student loan scheme? Because they don't want to make education free and available to everybody.
So it's a booby trap.
So they commercialize it and then come and say borrow money.
All right, we have another caller, Engineer. Hello, welcome to the program.
Thank you very much.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
Who's on the line?
You are speaking with Mr. Ishaku from Dhaka.
Okay.
State.
Okay, welcome.
The Anchorman, thank you very much for this topic. And Babajiri, thank you for what you are doing. Babajiri, we are with you. Why
are you with him? It's not campaign. It's not political campaign. Ishaku.
Yes.
Actually, the platform is not for political campaign. Why are you with Mr. Babajiri on what he said?
I would not Babajiri because Babajiri knows that we are hungry. And we are angry at the same time.
But I asked him, I said they were part and parcel of the government. I said they were part and parcel of the previous government. I asked him here.
He was part and parcel of the government. Did he finish with the government? The same government that he wanted to do the right thing, they implicated him with a lie. We know it. So the government of humiliation is the government of 419. We can't continue by intimidation. Everybody in Nigeria is hungry.
Okay, now do you think the new groups that have sprung up, especially from the north, they will succeed?
Even if it is devil for the new group in Nigeria today, listen to me, the Anchorman.
Yes.
We cannot import politicians in Nigeria. The one we have, we are okay with them. Peter Obi, Amechi, Atiku, Erufai, any one of them that pick the ticket of ADC is the next president of Nigeria.
All right, thank you, Isiaku. You also said Representatives from all 19 northern states reached a consensus that President Tinubu's administration was not committed to addressing the region's concern, and you are ready to take any candidate that succeeded among the ranks of the ambitious people in your group. Okay, we have a call before you answer this. Hello, who's on the line?
Hello, it's Alhaji Abdulkadir Ibrahim Chikasorombochi on the line.
Okay, Alhaji Ibrahim, welcome to the program. Go ahead. What is your take on the conversation?
Thank you. I think what Babashir is saying,
yes,
Babashir is saying the obvious.
How?
I assure you, Nigerians are hungry and angry. What this government did from day one is to cause havoc, hardship, and sadness. So we assure you, Nigerians are ready and waiting for the coalition to come and take over from this senseless government that does not have any sympathy and apathy for Nigerians.
I have a question for you. Yes, Ibrahim, I have a question for you.
Yes.
Before this administration, we had administration of late President Buhari that was there for 8 years. This man from the north, may his soul rest in peace, people around him from the north, and all that, including engineer that is here with us up to certain level. Now, this administration, you can see, they are saying they inherited most of the rock from the previous administration. So what are we talking about? If you
mean Tinubu inherited the removal of fuel subsidy? Tinubu inherited the hunger and anger that created in Nigeria?
But you know that even the Buhari administration, they said that from August of 2023, subsidy will not be there, assuming the lifespan of that administration.
Babashir said it well. He said the essence of government and governance is to improve the quality of life of the citizenry. So if you are pursuing power, to come to power to add hardship, anger, and poverty on Nigerians, then you have no business in government.
All right, thank you, Ibrahim. We are wrapping up. We have less than.
Keep it up.
Thank you.
We are with you.
They say you should keep up. But then you have 1 or 2 minutes
are waiting for APC
to now summarize. You can see the.
I understand where they are coming from.
Yes.
You know, there are things this government has done that I mean, they are so anti-people you don't understand. Last year, let me give you as a farmer, as a big-time farmer, last year, we could sell a bag of maize for 110,000 naira, a bag of maize in Adamawa from local government. Now, that year, last year, fertilizer was 45,000 per bag. Remember, during Buhari, fertilizer was 5,500. As soon as Bola Tinubu took over the farming season, the first farming season under Bola, fertilizer was 45,000.
But you know, price of maize has come down now, 65.
Now let me explain.
Okay, in 1 minute, because we have
because you see, the food security that we must have, this government has destroyed it. What they simply did is they have poultry farms all over the south, laying eggs, eating chicken. They imported maize, expired maize from other countries and flooded the market with it. They imported expired rice and stopped the Uncle Borrowers program and flooded the market with it. They imported, creating farming jobs in other countries and then crashing the price of our own farmers to the extent that farming has become a losing venture.
You think farmers will go to farm this year, going by what you said now?
I am a farmer. I'm telling you, my friend. I'm going to the farm, but I'm telling you, fertilizer in my village this year is now 70,000 as at yesterday. 70,000.
Which is more than the price of a bag of.
Which you need to sell 2 bags of maize to buy 1 bag of fertilizer this year, and you can't farm maize without fertilizer.
So what will you advise finally in
they should return to Buhari policies, subsidize agriculture, lower the inputs, return the Uncle Borrowers program, where farmers can borrow money and farm and pay back with their product.